Ambazonian Presidential Recognition Awards, APPA 2023.
In the heart of Ambazonia, a new chapter unfolds as valor meets recognition. This is not just another evening news story, it is the dawn of a tradition that will echo through time. Join us on December 30th for a historic broadcast as we bring to you the first ever Ambazonia Presidential Recognition Awards, APPA 23. Beneath the indomitable skies of freedom, President Samuel Ikome Sako will honor our heroes, men and women whose pursuits for autonomy have become the lifeline of a nation. In a land graced by bravery, watch as we cast a spotlight on those who've sacrificed beyond measure. APPA 23 isn't just an awards ceremony. It is the embodiment of our unity, strength, and the unyielding spirit of Ambazonia. Ignite the torch of pride with us. Feel the heartbeat of a cultural renaissance, ready to inspire generations to come. APPA 23 aims to pave the path towards monumental accomplishment. Witness the extraordinary, be part of a legacy as we broadcast live from the first APPA, where the end of the year marks the beginning of a lasting tribute. For the people of Ambazonia, join us in embracing this journey, commemorating the guardians of the Ambazonian heritage and scripting the narrative for the Ambazonian future. APPA 23, a testament of resilience, honoring the soul of a nation. This December 30th, be there when history is made.
Echoing with hope, Ambazonian Presidential Recognition Awards, APPA 2023, where heroes rise and legends are born.
Sovereign silhouette, the emblem of Ambazonia. From the azure embrace of the Atlantic reflecting from the Ambas Bay, the iconic Fako mountain ascends with a silent, stoic grace, carving a silhouette against the sky. This towering sentinel is more than a geographical marvel. It is the heart of southern Cameroons, the stoic guardian of Ambazonia, a symbol steadfast as the unyielding spirit manifests in the unity of the land's 13th counties. Encircling this earthen spire, a dove of peace edges its arc, untouched and serene. As it soars with wings unfurled, it casts shadows upon the land, each feather a brushstroke of tranquility. Against the canvas of the heavens, 13 stars glimmer, the celestial acknowledgement of each county's shared dreams and harmonious virtues. The dove, in its eternal flight, is not merely a bird, but an embodiment of the collective longing for a peaceful existence under a shared identity. Beneath the mountain top, firmly grounded in the richness of the earth, twin elephant tusks rise as natural monuments, their arcs regal and commanding, capture the noble essence of the land spirit animals. This emblem, this seal of Ambazonia, is no mere insignia. It is the beacon that illuminates the path to shared prosperity. It is an oasis of unity in a world parched by discord, a visual whisper of a nation's promise, echoing across generations. Every curve, every symbol within the emblem tells the story of Southern Cameroons, an epic scripted by the enduring strength and unity of its communities. Each page imbued with the hopes and enduring spirit of its people. Sovereign silhouette, the emblem of Ambazonia.
Greetings to the people of Ambazonia. Today is the 27th of December 2023, and I'm here once again with our Amba history to let you know that our Amba history is real. If you can look here very well, you see I'm putting up the emblem of the 55th nation of Africa, the 96th nation of the world, called Ambazonia. And Ambazonia, like I started telling you, is a country that is found in between Nigeria on the west and Republic of Cameroon on the east. Ambazonia, from the books of the United Nations, is called Southern Cameroons. In Southern Cameroons, during a plebiscite in 1961, was voted to have their independence by joining either Nigeria to the west or Cameroon to the east before their independence on the 1st of October 1961. Nigeria had her independence on the 1st of October 1960, and Republic of Cameroon had her independence on the 1st of January 1960. So both countries that encamped or were bordering Federal Republic of Ambazonia, former British Southern Cameroons, were the two countries that Ambazonia was told to make a choice to join before their independence. Now, we decided, let's join La Republique du Cameroon. But the joining did not go well. Now, if the joining failed, excuse me, has the independence failed? No, of course. The independence has not failed, even though the joining was not joined, because the conditions before independence were met and the conditions by the joining were not met. So right now, as I am talking to you, today, the 27th of December 2023, the United Nations has no document of a union treaty between the Southern Cameroons, which is now the Federal Republic of Ambazonia, and Cameroon Republic. Now, for the United Nations, the watchdog of the nations, to be quiet while genocide, the type of genocide that took place in Rwanda in 1994, and the whole world was amazed and said, never again, for the United Nations to be so quiet and the other powers that be to be silent about the genocide that has taken more than 50,000 people in Ambazonia is appalling. And I'm here today to remind every one of you that as the year is coming to an end, we should get ready, because the former British Southern Cameroon's Ambazonia, the 55th nation of Africa, and the 196th nation of the world is getting ready to have their seat in the United Nations. And you say, hey, historian, hold on. Is it by force? Oh, no. So how is it going to happen? It's going to happen because the world has been made to know the truth. And the books are there, the historical facts are there to let the world know that there has been a game plan. And so the truth, and I know there are few men and women in the globe right now who are willing to go by the truth. So the truth has been established that Republic of Cameroon cannot have two dates of independence, or else it is funny. On the 27th of December, which is today, I want to be one of the first persons to wish the Republic of Cameroon Happy Independence Day, 1st of January. I know that they don't ever try to celebrate their independence because they know the game plan. You know, a liar will always look for other lies to cover up. I have asked two grown-ups. One is about 30-something years old. Another one is about 30 years old. One is from the Ambazonian origin. Another one is from the La Republique origin. And they don't know the Independence Day of La Republique du Cameroon. Can you imagine? The only nation in the world that does not celebrate their independence, La Republique of Cameroon. But we have determined for the past 7 years that they encroach into the territory of the Southern Cameroon's Ambazonia. We have determined to make the whole world know, and even La Republicans to know, that their date of independence was on the 1st of January 1960. Now, let's go. As I stood up and I was letting you know that you should see our Ambazonian emblem, the 55th nation of the world, I'm right here to declare to you a few things. But before we go into that declaration, I have a friend of mine that I want to invite into the studios to sing to us a brief song. I have a story to tell. All right. I'm sure he is not there, or he's not there. Unfortunately, he has just walked out, but I will be bringing him in a short while. But before I bring him in, I want to let you know that Ambazonia, which is the 55th nation of the world, of Africa, is getting ready for its seat in the United Nations. Everything has been put in place. And so we're waiting for the powers that be in the United Nations to give Ambazonia her seat. Thank you very much. Today, I want to do something a little bit very different, in that I discovered that there are a lot of things that are happening at the home front. At the home front, we don't have ground zero. No, we have the home front. There are a lot of things that are happening at the home front, and these things that are happening at the home front, unfortunately, for these things that are happening at the home front, they are not being reported as they actually supposed to be. They are not being reported. And because they are not being reported, I felt that I'm going to come up with a program that will just come here and let the voices of the people at the home front be heard. It's going to be a different program on its own. And so today I'm just going to give you a foretaste of that kind of a program. And now get ready and listen to this particular program, which I will be bringing to you in a very short while. I'm bringing to you a program that what some of our people at the home front are actually doing and saying, which I believe that you could be a big part and parcel of that particular uh, what they are doing at home. It will go a way not only to bless you, but also to help you understand a number of things that many people do not know. Like I've just told you, I was very, 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 very surprised that these two grown up ladies, origin from one from Ambazonia and one from the Republic of Cameroon, did not know the Independence Day of the Republic of Cameroon. Can you imagine how people are hiding it? One of them has actually gone through the university. I mean, university, but doesn't know. Oh no, the two of them have gone to university, yeah, but they don't know the Independence Day. I do not know which country in the world is hiding its Independence Day. And if La Republic can hide its Independence Day, these are adults. Now go in to find out. You discover that there are more people there who do not know the Independence Day of the Republic of Cameroon. They asked them to tell you 20th May. And 20th May was a fake. Ahijo. We all know that. Anyway, let me cross over. Okay, my friend says he's in the house and you want to just give us this, uh, listen to the wording of this particular story that he's saying, please. Just in a minute, no, 1 minute, 30 seconds. Okay, brother, come in and go ahead and tell us our story.
I have a story to tell the world. I have a story to tell the world. I was long forgotten in sin. Tradition took me, the world swallowed me. I have a story to tell the world. I have a story to tell the world. This is my story, please listen carefully. One day I met a lady. She told me that Jesus died for me. He shed his blood and he loves me. He's calling me, his light is shining. Will shine in my darkness.
Right. Let me just go.
Sovereign silhouette, the emblem of Ambazonia. From the azure embrace of the Atlantic reflecting from the Amber's Bay, the iconic Fako mountain ascends with a silent, stoic grace, carving a silhouette against the sky. This towering sentinel is more than a geographical marvel. It is the heart of southern Cameroons, the stoic guardian of Ambazonia, a symbol steadfast as the unyielding spirit manifests in the unity of the land's 13th counties. Encircling this earthen spire, a dove of peace edges its arc, untouched and serene. As it soars with wings unfurled, it casts shadows upon the land, each feather a brushstroke of tranquility. Against the canvas of the heavens, 13 stars glimmer, a celestial acknowledgement of each county's shared dreams and harmonious virtues. The dove, in its eternal flight, is not merely a bird, but an embodiment of the collective longing for a peaceful existence under a shared identity. Beneath the mountain top, firmly grounded in the richness of the earth, twin elephant tusks rise as natural monuments. Their arcs, regal and commanding, capture the noble essence of the land spirit animals. This emblem, this seal of Ambazonia, is no mere insignia. It is the beacon that illuminates the path to shared prosperity. It is an oasis of unity in a world parched by discord, a visual whisper of a nation's promise, echoing across generations. Every curve, every symbol within the emblem tells the story of Southern Cameroons, an epic scripted by the enduring strength and unity of its communities. Each page imbued with the hopes and enduring spirit of its people. Sovereign silhouette, the emblem of Ambazonia.
Thank you very much. Welcome back after that pause. Very sorry for the technical hitch that we had over there for quite some minutes, but we are back live right now. And as I was saying, the Federal Republic of Ambazonia, the 55th nation of Africa, the 196th nation of the world, will be bringing to you a lot of write-ups by some of our Ambazonian experts. I call them experts in that these are people who are versed with what we should know and run with. Because if you do not know your left from your right, you'll just be turning around. I want to say here, this 27th day, that the President of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia will be coming up with a very powerful program on the 30th of December, which will be an award for those who merit it in Ambazonia, from different categories and different departments, and people who have done one thing or the other. I do not think that he is going to reward those who have done everything possible to stop us from going to Boya. I'm sure that's the only people that he will not give an award to them. But every other person that has been positive and struggling and fighting to make sure that we get to Boya will definitely have something from the president's award program in this year 2024 that is forthcoming. But the 2023 award will be very specific, and it will continue, because almost everybody in Ambazonia that has been fighting to make sure that we let the world know that La Republique is a game player and that we came in to be a game changer and we are changing it, that person will receive an award from the president. And also, I want to let all of us know that on the 31st of December, breaking the year 2024, the president is going to come up with his announcement, with a speech, and with a deep tone. That means with a topic. That means with a practical thing that we are going to aim at in the year 2024. Remember, on the 31st of December 2022, he announced that 2023 was going to be a year of acceleration. And the acceleration actually took place, where a number of things beat the Coopers and some of the fellows that had thought to take us right back and give us back to La Republic of Cameroon in their tricks failed. And that's why I was reading a write-up by somebody from the home front, which is worth noting, about some of the coup plotters and contractors of La Republic of Cameroon who did not succeed and have not succeeded. Many of them went silent. And today, we are told and we know that their silence has proven. Well, somebody said they were going to sit down and fortify, but I know that when you have nothing to offer, there is no fortification in what you have to offer. God gave them a chance, and Ambazonia gave them a chance. But unfortunately, the chance Ambazonia gave to them has expired, the same as the chance of God, because God's chance, first of all, expired. And we as humans, we're still waiting, but their chances too have expired. And that's why I will just go ahead and read to you this article that I started reading from the home front. And there are so many articles like that coming from the home front. Like I told you, I will be making a selection of some of these articles, and definitely I'll be reading them. I'll be reading the articles to you right here on a specific and a particular program. Now, this one, the title picked me up as a historian, because it blends with what I actually know. traitors who committed spiritual suicide and died. Can you imagine that? Traitors who committed spiritual suicide. Why spiritual? And why did they call it spiritual suicide? It's because the narcissist who took them out once claimed that he was a pastor, he was a servant of God. And we are told that this narcissist, a convert who is known for his manipulative tendencies, coupled with lies telling and envy, he prevailed on those of them who have actually died spiritual death. He prevailed over them through lies telling and sophisticated forms of narcissistic manipulation. The only survivor was, well, he mentioned one of my very good friends, and he says because he was intelligent enough to have quickly seen through the bullshit of this particular person, that is why they don't like him. In the course of this article, I'll be avoiding some names because we don't want to make them look very popular. Because when you are mentioning somebody's name over and over, the person is like, that's why in our Christian faith, we don't sing songs praising the devil or attributing them to the devil, because he has nothing to receive from us. In normal circumstances, people who suffered from heartbreak quickly recovered from the shock and trauma. But on the contrary, when they fall into the vicious cycle and dragnet of a narcissist, he makes sure he kills their spirit and deactivate their activities. Wow. In short, ordinary human beings may break the hearts of others, but narcissists kills the spirit of the victim. Narcissists kill the spirit of the victim, and it can take ages for someone whose spirit has been killed to recover and healed. Some just give up and die from stress, anger, and depression. That is why we can't have those traitors back into full activity. They are all dead and gone. So if you ask us on this platform the whereabouts of traitors, sikus, clowns, and plunkers, like mention some names which I will not mention here, a number of names, so many of them. Amongst others, our reply to you is that they are spiritually dead. Their spirits and vision were all killed by Didish and his narcissistic cult. He is a known emotional vampire, and he did just that. Some of them were operating as his flying monkeys within the former interim government, enabling all the dangerous activities against President Samuel and the government himself. They were all like cancer within the government. The archdemon, chief of coup plotters, and narcissistic cult leader of these chicken-hearted flying monkeys cannot fail in his demonic plan against our government. And we expect that idiotic flying monkeys who were operating under his command as amateur apprentices and novices were going to survive. In short, well, I think, okay, it's not long again. I'll just finish it. La Republique is excellent at dumping all the traitors whom they have used to serve their interest. This is wonderful. This is very true. Listen, La Republique is excellent in dumping all traitors. Go back and find out, where is Ahijo? Ahijo used a draconian method to handle the people of the British Southern Cameroons, Ambazonians. They called them West Cameroon, and they gave all kinds of names. But where is him today? He was a puppet in the hands of France, but they used and dumped him. He's not even buried in his hometown in Marwa or Garoua. He's right outside another country up till date. That is to tell you how terrible La République and France work. If you ask us what became of Professor Ngwasiri after he betrayed the SDF, because that was one of the persons I told you, that La République will come in, like La République came into this Amba, came into Ambazonia in those days when we were hanging around interim some government, picked up Chris Anu and made him a Nazist. And we are telling the story today. Now, if we had all learned from what happened to Kodok, the UPC in the Republic of Cameroon, if we had all learned of what happened in the deception of being a federal republic of Cameroon, of which a man like Dr. Munzu is still hanging around the corridors at his old age. Somebody say he's not even repentant. He knows the divide and rule of La République de Cameroon. And since human beings are gullible, and there will always be some selfish men around, and they are still around, so they fail to learn from the first, the second, and now the third. The third is not even Chris Anu. The third is Ayuk Tabe, who in 2019 was deceived to believe that if he accepts that he still wins power over the people who are free while in prison, that he was going to be released. And he stupidly and foolishly accepted and went ahead and started signing papers, making some claims as if we are in the 17th century, where you crown yourself and become an how do you call it? Is it emperor? And he became an emperor in prison and decided to shoot himself at the foot. When it did not work, La République went ahead and saw a man called a Nazist, called Chris Anu, and came in, bought him over. And when this guy came in, he did everything to make sure that the government of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia at its amateur stage should be crumbled so that he can hand us over back to La République du Cameroon in signing agreements and signing truces with La République du Cameroon. When he discovered that he was well known for that, they decided to play a fast game. La République now played a fast game, told him to just relax. They'll get somebody who is weak so that at the end of the day, you know, he can take over and actually complete the ball game. Marianta stupidly and ignorantly, babishly sat in. And after 6 months, she was knocked out, of course, because she was called president. She refused to make a move. And so La République now told the con man, hey, now that everything has been cleared, we have somebody who is, he doesn't know himself. They call him Cometa. Go and meet him, strike a deal with him, and he will make you president. And they gave him some envelope, which I'm sorry to say, he drank it all before the day of inauguration. You know, but that's what happens with such dirty money. At the end of the day, here we come. And the Nazist took over and said, all right, the man with $1,000, donors, the man with the firepower, the man with the answer, and he was even boasting that he is the author and the finisher. He has the final word and the final say, thinking that this game was a game on the ground for children to play. But unfortunately for him, he discovered that there are some Ambazonians who have studied the working mechanism of La République du Cameroon, and they are ready to face that with sincerity. And just as the preachers of the gospel have been saying that lies can never prevail over the truth, this has been sung on several fronts, and it is becoming very true, because this conman and narcissist thought that Ambazonian's quest was drowned, and up till today he has discovered that he cannot deliver the goods to La République du Cameroon. Hey, mister, let me remind you that La République du Cameroon is still waiting for you, and I do not know where you're going to manufacture another Southern Cameroon Ambazonia to hand over to La République du Cameroon, because the one that was run by the politicians like Dr. E.M. Ndele and so on cannot be handed over to La République du Cameroon. Let me read the last words of the echoes from the home front that he wants us to know. The answer is he simply discarded from the political scene and died afterwards. What about traitors of the UPC party like Augustin Baher Frederick Kodok, I mentioned to you, Henry Hobe Nlen, Simon Mbila, and Aniset Ekani, who was running the renegade faction of the UPC Mendem? Where are they? They have all disappeared into political oblivion. Meanwhile, Augustin Kodorok is dead and gone. The truth is, traitors are cowards who can never resist and withstand the storm for long. They are only there to receive their own share and eat and be merry. Anything that happens afterwards is not of their business. It's none of their business. They all hate the name Sako Samuel Ekome, chiefly because he refused to collect blood money from La République du Cameroon, and he refused to sell the people of Ambazonia to La République du Cameroon. That is what the home front is writing. And more echoes of this nature, like I said, I shall be reading a bundle of them as the days go by. Because we want us to know, we want us to hear, we want us to see, we want us to understand what is going on. Remember, on the 30th, we are going to have something that is coming up. After this break, I'll be coming back to run up with you in this program. Listen.
Ambazonian Presidential Recognition Awards, APPA 2023.
In the heart of Ambazonia, a new chapter unfolds as valor meets recognition. This is not just another evening news story, it is the dawn of a tradition that will echo through time. Join us on December 30th for a historic broadcast as we bring to you the first ever Ambazonia Presidential Recognition Awards, APPA 23. Beneath the indomitable skies of freedom, President Samuel Ikome Sako will honor our heroes, men and women whose pursuits for autonomy have become the lifeline of a nation. In a land graced by bravery, Watch as we cast a spotlight on those who've sacrificed beyond measure. APPA 23 isn't just an awards ceremony. It is the embodiment of our unity, strength, and the unyielding spirit of Ambazonia. Ignite the torch of pride with us. Feel the heartbeat of a cultural renaissance, ready to inspire generations to come. APPA 23 aims to pave the path towards monumental accomplishment. Witness the extraordinary, be part of a legacy as we broadcast live from the first APPA, where the end of the year marks the beginning of a lasting tribute. For the people of Ambazonia, join us in embracing this journey, commemorating the guardians of the Ambazonian heritage and scripting the narrative for the Ambazonian future. APPA 23, a testament of resilience, honoring the soul of a nation. This December 30th, be there when history is made.
Echoing with hope.
Yes.
Ambazonian presidential.
Be there on history. And make sure that the history you are making remains to be told tomorrow. The president on the 30th will be bringing an award to all Ambazonians that deserve the award. It's going to come your way on the 30th. And remember, the speech will be coming on the 31st to usher us into the year 2024. Well, dear friends, it is at this juncture that we will end our today's broadcast. Again, I apologize for the interruption that has happened and you were suspended for some time. God bless you. Meanwhile, let's listen as the president concludes. As this advert tells us more of what is going to happen in brief.
Where heroes rise and legends are born.